Yeah, fellas, the other day I said I would show photos. I still haven't found my professional modeling photos, but I did find a few of them cut up, cut in little squares. But I found a whole box of photos that Jovina had hidden away. Yeah, I haven't seen these photos in 20 years. Photos of me and Susan and our exercise photos. Yeah, you put them in like a little tiny box on top of my bookshelf. Anyways, this is my son and I before we went to Paris, 9/11, right before 9/11. This is myself and one of my clients. I wore little shorts back then. I wasn't very big, as I told you, fellas. I was teaching too many aerobics classes. This is the girl that used to fly me down to LA. I gotta hide her. These are professional photos, her photo shots. So I gotta hide her name. She was actually really famous. They used her legs. If you're in a dance, you know what I'm talking about. Her legs were the legs and the doing the on point stuff. They used her legs for a lot of photo shoots. Anyways, this is what I look like. I told you I was skinny. I don't like being skinny. Look at those little legs. Is that me or is that my son Donnie? I think that's Donnie, so I'll leave that one out. Okay, I told you I openly dated Susie and Susan. This is Susan. She won the most physically fit female contest in Sacramento and lots of other beauty contests and fitness contests. She was very, very competitive. Now, this is going back to the early 80s, so we all look different back then. This is me training her. This is Teenets at my boy Craig's house and myself. The blonde next to me. That's Craig's mother at the end. His nieces, his aunt. Myself and Susan again. That's why people always wanted to come in and they wanted to have a butt like Susan's. She was half Irish, half Italian. This is the older woman that I was with. She was her dad was Italian and her mom was Spanish, European. She was very petite, but she had a butt. I don't know if you guys can see this one. I'm doing an aerobics performance. That's me in the center doing I was so fucking small. The bodybuilding pose. That's the end of the very last shot. Whole thing. Susan and her bodybuilding. The older woman. She's the one that paid for my equipment for me. The MAC makeup chick that I talked about. Oh, hey, Jovina. Here's Conseil Sound.
I know, I saw that one.
Oh, you did? Yeah. Kone. More of these. I got this duplicate. Myself and one of my clients. I was getting starting to grow some size a little bit at that time, but I was like 185. Another client. That's inside of my gym. This is the girl that used to fly me down to LA, and she was a dancer. And this is another dancer. I don't know what the guy's name is, but I'm not even tell her name. What are you looking at? Teenets again. My boy Craig and I, this is one of the photos that I use. It was used by, it's actually from Napkin Nights. They would go out to clubs and they would photograph, basically they were going for attractive guys. So I guess I was one of the attractive guys. That smile there, that's the smile that I use for my online dating profiles because it's a great smile. And he forgot to smile. Okay, this is after I gained my size. I was 225 with a 34-inch waist. See my sleeves? I finally was able to gain some muscle weight. Oh, the doctor. Can't really see her. That's her. That's that car I told you about. I was driving her convertible. Everything I told you is all the truth, fellas. I was trying to push my bicep, or my fist against my biceps. In one of those photos, we have almost the same size arms. That bugged. And she was hella freaky strong. She was the hottest chick in fitness as the instructors, because I knew almost every instructor in town. And all the instructors looked up to her. This is me before my competition. I'm wearing my own shirt, my company's shirt, Body Sculpting by Chris. But I'm hella freakishly thin. That's why I didn't win. I look like I got off the boat from Africa. I also was tanning. That's why I was able to get my skin almost, is it jet black? No, still a little bit yellow, but I got really, really dark tanning. Here's the photo where we have almost the same size arms. I'm ashamed to say she was started to grow her hair out. That's the 80s, though, early 80s. Hairstyles back then. It's embarrassing, you know, her bicep was almost better than mine, shit. Here's one of the modeling photos that I had cut. Notice the angle. You always got to put you got to lean into the shot and then hold that shit. But that's me. I'm 35. I think I'm 35 or 36 years of age. This client, I'm still training to this day. I just realized who that is. I just did a video on her. Let me see if I can find that fucking video. She's younger here. Interesting. Hold on, let me show you guys a quick video. If I can make my way through all the fucking pop-ups. When you go to some of those file sharing sites, you get a ton of freaking pop-ups. That's the course I'm taking. I don't want to get rid of that. Let's see, video. She's in her 70s now, and she is still fucking strong as hell from training with me. Where did I put that freaking video? Just give me a moment. Oh, it's called Carolyn. So all you gotta do is search for Carolyn. There it is. So this is her third lap of a circuit that I designed for her. She still looks the same. I'll show you a photo in just a minute. It's just she's older now. She's on her third lap. She had to do 4 laps. But for a woman that's in her 70s to be one of you guys' great grandmothers, look what she's working with. I gotta point out because there are young idiots that watch me and they make stupid, immature comments. So I gotta tell them, do you have a great grandmother that's living? Then shut the fuck up. So let's get back to what I'm talking about, sharing. This is her. And she was older then. I believe she was probably in her 50s. Notice I'm wearing the shorts. Chicks love that shit. But anyways, someone's gonna take that photo, they're gonna copy this and say, look at Supreme was gay. No, I got all kind of bitches wearing that shit. But she was in her 50s then. She's now in her 70s. This idiot, this one idiot online, he got hold of my high school photo. I gladly show you guys my high school photo. I was a fucking geek. I told you guys I was shy. I was a dweeb. I was a bookworm. There I am. And oh my good, said, I can't make this shit up. No, you can't make it up. It's real. Look what I grew to. Oh, what did I put this in here for? My dad said this was his cousin, but I think it might have been actually his daughter because she has a little bit of color in her skin. Because I heard he was with a white woman at one point while he was still married to my mom. The girl that I turned it up in the game with. Oh, fuck. Ruby. She did herself in. You've already seen this one. I had a client. She now, I'm not going to mention her name. I think she's probably retired by now, but she was in New York on one of the top news stations. And she would have a crawdad feed at her property. I think it was her property, or no, it was her friend's property. Her brother would fly out from Louisiana, these fresh crawdads, and I'm at the party right here with Susan. And then here's one of the more professional photos of myself. Now notice I have hair. Look how skinny I am. I weigh like 150 something pounds. This is what they used to advertise the studio that I was with. And also the heavy hands. I became their national photo dude. They put me on the cover of their brochures and stuff. So I didn't just have this ordinary, boring life. This is the photo of me that if you walked into the gym, to the aerobic studio that I taught at, or actually it was the dance studio, this photo would be on the wall. Because they wanted all the instructors' photos, on plaques on the wall there. This is me with hair again. You notice there's a part missing from the top of it. I told you fellas I was pretty small. This is inside my own studio when I had a mustache. Susan again. Another photo from the past. Notice these are all in black and white. It's not that we didn't have color back then. Halloween. She went as my slave girl, Susan, and I went in that outfit. This is after my competition. I put on my clothes after I lost, so I was too skinny, and I was outside. I hate being skinny. I never, ever want to go back to being skinny again, ever. So you guys that say I'm fat, thank you, because I never want to look like that, ever, ever again. It's like a psychological thing now. Some people have a psychological thing about being fat. I have a psychological thing about being like that. Another variation of me doing the rose. One of the modeling photos, little cutoffs. Leather coat, bald head. Chap, if I may say so myself. I like going to those Renaissance fairs, and I just ate. I'm pretty scrawny though. I couldn't put weight on because I taught too many aerobics classes. Fuck machine. Ah, here it is. One of the goddamn drumsticks. Another one. One of those big mutton drumstick things. And I'm just standing here. And I'm wearing one of the outfits. And I'm wondering what the fuck's going on at this one. My gym. See, people think I was fat the whole time. No, this is the arm of the woman that I told you she was a size 16. I got it down to size 4, and she came in first place. Now, imagine what she looked like. She was an old white woman that was fat, and now she looked like that with those kind of arms and shoulders. So obviously, I know what I'm doing when it comes to training. A lot of you guys, you know, you read books, you study shit on the internet, but you have no idea what it's like to train someone. And after my competition, I finally gained weight to 185. That's a girl's belt around my waist. Another old gym photo. That's my leg press machine. The Schistler, the first variation of it came out 2 pedals instead of a plate. You guys seen this one? My little brother and I. He was 6'8". You see how he's a lot taller than I am. God, I got a lot of old photos. I forgot all about these goddamn things. I prefer a bald head because I had the hairline that went way back. Although this was a good cut for me when I kept it short. So they had that widow's peak. See, it's coming to a point in the front. These photos are so fucking old. I was 30 or 31, somewhere in there. Here I'm 35. I use this for advertising. See, I got on a board so I can reprint it. Oh, you don't want to see this one. I'm at some girl's house. She took a photo of me. Oh, that's the one. Yeah, I was printing our conversation online, and her fiance found it. Modeling. Not a bad looking fellow. So, never mind. Now, this is a gay ass pose, but it's what the guy said do. Modeling again. So those are my photos. I have more, but that's enough right there. As I told you, fellas, I'd show you those. I'll find the photo sheets. When you get proofs from the photographers that do your photo shoot, they come in a sheet of all these different poses and different prints and all that kind of stuff in black and white. They keep the originals. You know, I was thinking about this shirt here. See the shirt I'm wearing? That shirt was popular back in the early 90s, that style there. That's old school. Hella old school. That's what chicks dug me. Anyways, fellas, let me see what you guys are talking about. I've got photos of a ton of the girls I was with, but I decided to show those. Good, nobody's chit-chatting. You're all looking. All right, let me finish up. Most of the photos I've shown you guys in my. I also, before I got online, I would take these types of photos because I didn't have a digital camera. This is going back. I got tons of those, which one day maybe I'll scan them. Alexander Popovic, hello Supreme. First of all, sorry for bad English. Can I ask you some questions here? Yes, you can. Optimist, thanks for sharing those old pics. I like to check in when you are live. I'm currently 33 and agree with the game you share. It's funny when you mention these nobody-ass dudes that argue with. Yeah. I'm waiting for Alexander to type his question. Optimus MGTOW, you argue with you and say you don't know what you're talking about. I challenge those chumps to put a video up with proof. I just had, I posted on my, I don't know if I posted it here, but I know I posted on another channel. One of my guys last night, there was a 27, almost getting to turn 28-year-old virgin, got laid. And he was, thanking me for the help and stuff. See, Alexander, I'm happy about that. I probably will not be able to answer to you immediately because it takes some time for me to draw up the sentence, but here is my questions. Yeah, trying to waste time. Just put the question up there. Don't talk, just put the question. Should there be a difference between player treatment to women, yes, and the way that man in long-term relationship treat his girlfriend? Yes, there should be. If you're trying to have a long-term relationship, then you allow your heart to open up. If you're being a player, then you do not allow your heart to open up. You got to treat them as chicks who are players would treat you. A lot of guys, they don't realize they're dating a female player, and they find out that, like alpha dude, that the girl's been cheating on them. She's basically a player. And they get their heart broken. Because they thought, she's the only one sleeping with me. She's mine. No, she's about there, dating other dudes. Well, players, same thing. Yes, give the woman all dick and no heart. You keep your heart in check when you're playing the game, because this game is a double-edged sword. If you're playing these girls, you got a team of girls you're working with, and you allow your heart to open up to them, all of them, and then they find out that you're cheating. What if they go out and sleep with your best friend to pay you back? If you don't have your heart in check, like, no big deal. Here, how about you join? We both join in on you. But when your heart's in check, you'll get your feelings hurt. And nothing's worse than an emotional motherfucker. I've been there. Okay? That's why I teach this shit. I've made my mistakes like that. Optimus, being a player is not for the weak. I agree. My path is not the path for everybody. Interesting. My son learned to turn his head the same way I do, because that's why I thought it was me. And let me show you guys my son, Donnie. But Donnie's not a player. He's got that player look. And see how his head's tilted? I have the exact same coat. Says Bally Fitness and personal trainer, I think, or something like that. He was a head manager at Bally Fitness when he was in LA. Anyways, let me get back to Popovic. Should I respect girlfriend at the same way as she respecting me? Let me see. Let me see if I understand the question. I got distracted by Don Alfonso. Okay. Hold on, Don Alfonso. I'm focused on Popovic right now. Should I respect girlfriend at the same way she respected me? Yes. I don't disrespect women. And so I got into the being uber dominant. But even then, I didn't really disrespect them. There are, I made fun of chicks, like the Tina girl I showed you, the blonde, when I was at dinner. I nicknamed her Teenets. You guys saw the me teaching her how to call me daddy, that whole series of emails that I showed you guys when I was training her to, to bow down. Be careful of over-respecting a female, though. That's the difference. If you're the type that's a simp, that means you sympathize with women. You'll lay down your coat over a puddle so you can walk over the puddle on your coat. That type of idiot, then you get over-respect. I give the female respect of her being a female. I respect the fact that she has, since she's a woman. I respect her virtues as a woman. I respect the fact she goes through a period every month. I respect the fact she goes to work, takes care of herself. She's got her own place. She has her own car, pays her own bills. But I don't over-respect. Like just bow down and worship. It's just a given. She's an adult. I'm an adult. I may be may have been a young active adult, but I was an adult. Okay, Don. Supreme, there is a discussion on our forum. The question is about how a man can gain respect from other men. Okay. And sometimes I just want to get rid of this shout box there, fellas. You must have something directed at me. Wait, can I pass it? That's the bottom of it. Let me go into the big version of it. Violence has nothing to do with respect, Alfonso. That just creates fear. And more leads to actually disrespect. I don't see anything. Nothing directed to me, Alfonso. Men won't respect you because you're violent, because you get pussy. You get respect by being a man and yes, I agree with Remo. Men do respect you to get pussy, though, because I got a lot of respect for other men when I was in the clubs. I didn't hang out with dudes really outside the clubs, so that's beyond my knowledge. What now? This is fear. He's talking about fear. There's a difference. So I agree with Remo. Accomplishments create respect in other men who are accomplished. It creates jealousy as well, but it does create respect. Popovic. Should I stick to principle, treat others as you want them to treat you? I prefer that, yes. And opposite of that, don't treat others as you don't want them to treat you. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Now, in my game with women, recognize it's a male-female relationship. There's going to be a dominant and a submissive. And I'm the dominant one. Okay? So act accordingly. You're talking about relationships with people or between male and female, and then you're bringing in the outside dynamics of other people, and stick to one. If you want to ask me a question about relationship with women, the man is always dominant, and women actually prefer that. That's why they look for dominant males, alpha males, real men, or whatever word they disguise it with. And Alfonso is asking about getting respect of other men. When you respect yourself, also other people will respect you, because you don't tolerate shit. They try to clown you. You put them straight. You show them that you respect yourself, and you earn that by accomplishing. You gain that power and ability by accomplishing things in your life. If you're a man of low accomplishments, you don't really deserve respect. You don't even respect yourself to even accomplish things in your life. Popovic, how much partners should be equal? Should they be? Hell no. Excuse me for cussing, Popovic. Hell no. I just talked about that. The man is the leader. Should I take liberties more than her? What do you mean by liberties? I think our language barrier is going to cause some confusion. Supreme, I'm slightly concerned. I haven't a real girlfriend since I was 12. I'm turning 23 in December. How can I change this? You've been working on this for a while. Why are you suddenly asking this question now? We've been talking about that every time we communicate. There's no magic. I don't have any hocus pocus dominocus to tell you that's going to really change your inside attitude, that you're broke up because you're 5'5" and angry about it, that you project anger outwards. Look at all the other guys who are your height that actually have girlfriends. A lot of you guys who have that issue, you never notice other people your height. I have to show them to you, and I'm not going to do that on my vacation this year. I'm going to actually relax, maybe do a couple of hangouts. That's it. I'm not going to stress on your guys' fucked up issues. This your question surprises me, David. Every time we've interacted, we've always, if you had questions, I answer them. I've been trying to get you to get out of your shit in your head. Have you went to nightclubs? That's where 64% of girls go to meet men. I'm sure there's some girls that are 5'3" going there, 5'2", 5'1". That's your market. Girls that are shorter, girls that like what you have. If you can't find them there, then find another place to find them. If you keep going to the clubs, eventually you're gonna meet someone. If you learn to be a good dancer, it'll be much faster. Because I've seen guys your height that were damn good dancers, and this is in the house music clubs, and they had girlfriends. And that's how they got them. They found a gimmick. Like that mystery guy, he had a gimmick. His gimmick was his freakish height. He was very, very tall, but also the fact that he was a magician. He was a professional magician. So he was quirky. He dressed quirky. The stupid goggles and the top hat that a lot of white guys tried to wear that made him fail. They came off looking like creeps and weirdos, but it worked for him. My gimmick was dance also. I learned to be a really competent dancer. And that's how I got women for a long time. I didn't learn to talk to women until late 30s, early 40s, especially after I got on the Pimps Network. Then I really learned to improve my vocal game. I'm waiting for Popovic to come back. Unfortunately, I can't scroll down far enough to show the fellow that lost his V card. Oh well. If I, oh, good, I can show this. I already showed the video, so fuck it. I've asked the fellow to show us proof of game. And he said, Supreme, I owe it all to you. I listened to everything you said and applied everything learned 100%. And that's the guys that become successful. If they don't just half do it, they don't half step it, they don't half apply what I say and then mix it with something they heard somewhere else. And yes, you kind of came at me really harshly during that podcast you made about me. And that's why I get a lot of too. Sensitive fucks. Yeah, Rufiano, don't be a sensitive fuck. But it was a good kick in the ass. That's what I respect. The man that understands that when you learn from another man, it's not going to be ruffling your hair and patting your bun, say it'll be okay, Billy. I teach you like I would teach another man. Give you the brutal truth. A kick in the ass that I needed. I really needed to stop bullshitting. And frankly, I was sick and tired of bullshitting so much. Thanks to all others, make your English good, man, who were qualified to chime in and give their 2 cents, Greece 2000 included. The amount of happiness and peace of mind cannot be compared to anything really once you are in that flow. You guys who are struggling, David, he did it. The amount of happiness and peace of mind cannot be compared to anything really once you are in that flow. Stop bullshitting yourself, David, and let's get you out there into the goddamn game. Stop the bullshit. Okay, how much partnership? Okay, let's see. Popovic. But we need to be equal in terms of respecting how. No, you don't have to be equal. Let me correct you now. It's okay to respect her as a woman. I never treat women equally because we're not. I'm a man. Sorry, I don't believe in that equality shit. When it becomes equal, then you start fighting for power. In a dance, only one person can lead. If you ever took like salsa, imagine you're a salsa master and she's a salsa master and she starts trying to buck for leadership when it's your natural tendency to lead the woman through the dance. Same thing, relationships. If you think a woman wants that equality shit, you better think again, Popovic, which I'm surprised. You're Russian. Where you learn this nonsense at? You're Russian. You guys don't do equality with girls from my understanding of your culture. And your girls don't want equality. They want strong leaders, men. Don't get fucked up by Western culture. Western pussy ass shit, Popovic. Is it okay to say sorry to girlfriend? Okay, I don't apologize for being a jerk, but if I'm wrong about something, I've always apologized. I just apologized to Jovina yesterday. I yelled at her in the car. I mean, top of the voice yell. I spent time around my mom, and it just I get irritated sometimes. Although I feel really sorry for her broken up old ass body. So pulls at the heart and also does other things. Puts me in a bad mood. What I was mad about was, she likes to run you all over town, and it kind of tires you out. We drove all the way across my town to go to the military BX so she can get a hairnet and an eyeliner pencil. When we could have stopped, it got cheaper at Walmart. Yeah, guys, she lives out near Rancho Cordova. We went all the way down to McClellan Air Force Base. If you Google that shit, you see how far that shit was. Then we went to Sam's Club. Then she wanted to go to this other place way out in Rancho Cordova, from way off the military base at Sam's Club, to go get something else. And it was like 100-something degrees. So, oh, you're Siberian. Popovic, is it true that you plan to leave the game forever? I've been retired from the game. So if you mean teaching, I do plan to leave. Yep. I can only do this so long. And there's very little payback to me. The only payback I get is being, a little bit of financial support, and also the feeling of accomplishment when one of my virgins get laid. Because I'm Siberian. I worked with another Siberian, and it was a disaster. He went by the screen name of Autognostic. He was one of the most fucked up individuals I've ever come across on the internet. You guys who've been on my forum, you remember him. And then what really pissed me off was, I'm an honest man. He forgot to cancel his membership, and so it ran up just 3 months, just $15. And he had nerve to go to PayPal, do a PayPal dispute against me, when he's the one that forgot to cancel his membership. And I didn't have to return it. But I said, hey, I didn't know that much about PayPal, so I said, if you cancel this, you free up the money, and I can give it back to you. He wouldn't trust me enough to fucking cancel the goddamn PayPal dispute. And he just went back and forth. I didn't know how to work PayPal back then. I guess there was a button I didn't know a damn thing about it. Money came in, I transferred to my bank account. I didn't have very much of that shit. And eventually, I think I eventually got him to do it, and I returned his money right away. I told him, don't even contact me again. But anyways, that's my experience with Siberians. And then he didn't listen. Akande, yeah, I need to stop feeling for myself. I can overcome this by becoming a good provider and have a good personality. You have a dominant male personality. Being a nice guy ain't gonna work for you. Supreme, what's the deal? What do you mean, Teddy? What do you mean? Okay, now I'm questioning your statement. What's the deal? I'm asking that question back to you. Supreme, exclamation mark. What's the deal? When someone does that, alarms go off my head. And I'm tired of getting stressed from this community. Like, it reminds me when I was, worried about Raul, and had a bunch of people I was worried about on my forum. I wasn't sleeping at night, and I had to learn to stop doing that. I was worried about Greece. And he chimed in and said he's good. He kicked one of his females to the curb. Alexander Popovic. Can I somehow stay in touch with you? Even when I leave this game, I want nothing to do with it. Anyone that's in the game. Okay, when I finally get into the fitness game, I want to be done completely. I don't want to do anything dating-wise. Let's see, because I would like to consult with you when I start earning money and improve my English. I'll be here for a couple more years, but after that, I'll be gone. It's going to take me a couple of years to build up in the other community because it's extremely competitive now. I should have stayed in there because I had videos that were ranked on Google, like the 4-minute ab workout. I don't think the video's not even up anymore. I put it on unlisted, but it was on page 1. And I was top in YouTube, of course. YouTube was way low on ranking shit back then, and I should have stayed. But I got into this community, and I started doing nothing but stuff in this community. Would you continue to maintain your site? I want everything gone. Will I be able to buy your products? Again, I want everything to be gone. Untraceable. Just saying what's up to you, Spring. Oh, okay. It's slang term for what's up. Supreme. What's the deal? That must be some Southern stuff, man. Out here in Cali, we just say, what's up? What's up, player? I'm used to guys, you know, yo, motherfucker, what's the deal? What the fuck did you do? I ordered something that didn't come through. This is for guys that forgot to hit the return to merchant. When I first started this business, I had my PayPal button. I guess guys that know how to buy products. By then, I'd already learned how to buy products online. You hit the PayPal button, you go to PayPal, you make your transaction. Then they would sit there expecting the product to magically appear, and I guess in their hands. They would hit return to merchant. So go back to after the transaction, the program at PayPal would direct them back to the download page. Michael Nolan's in the house. What's up, Michael Nolan? Papa, when you plan to leave? In a couple of years. It's not nothing to worry about right now. Okay? A lot of us people use it worldwide. What's up? You mean they use what's the deal for what's up? Because everybody knows what's up. Or sup. So I don't know what you're talking about, Teddy. You said, what's the deal? In my days, they said, what's the dealio? What should be player dress for everyday use? Okay, good question. Let me first agree with Chris James. I think there's a lot of obsessive behavior in this community. I agree. Well, the minds type of people that are struggling in dating is a certain type of mindset, and they do tend to obsess. But what should be the player dress for everyday use? Dark wash jeans, correct, Jovina? Yeah. Nice shoes, and a button-down shirt. Now, notice I'm wearing a short sleeve button-down. Summertime, is that acceptable, Jovina? Short sleeve? Yeah. Yes. Okay, that's what I thought. I read the book a long time ago, Dress for Success by Mallory. I recommend you go get that book. It's at Amazon.com. Dress for Success. But in the game, you know, even short sleeve is good in the summertime. So dark wash jeans, nice shoes. I didn't say dress shoes because there are other types of shoes. Like I wear, hold on. Jovina. Yeah. Are these right? Old man shoes. Yeah. Similar what Trace wears, but we call him old man. Exactly. Okay, Jovina said I wear old man shoes. I don't know. But you know, these are okay with jeans. Or these. I got size 14.5 feet, so. But these make my feet look smaller. Huh?
That's good for casual, not for going out.
That's what I'm saying, casual daily wear. Not for going out. Oh, I would wear that going out. Okay. I wouldn't wear those type of shoes to a nightclub, ever. To a nightclub, you want to wear hard shoes. Way back in the 90s, there was this guy, I think he was either Armenian or Iranian. I think Iranian. A lot of girls liked him. He would wear jeans. I'd never seen that before, with dress shoes. And he would wear, a casual shirt. But it looked really good on him. Girls were attracted to him. So I actually learned from him to start wearing nicer shoes to a club. But I wore more of like bouncer shoes, these kind of clunky shoes that Remo would not even touch. But it made me look more masculine. Versus, I didn't like the direction that black guys' shoes were taking. They're becoming really pointy at the front. And at one time, there was a guy that was DJ Dan. He had a pair of shoes that kind of curled up at the end, like some I Dream of Jeannie boots or something. Some magical boots.
That was a fad.
That was a fad. It was a fad, yeah. To make your shoes curl up at the end? Like you some kind of goddamn genie? Yeah. Arabian Night shit?
That was just very trendy at the time.
It was a trend that sucked. I'm about not put myself some fag-ass boots.
Same with trends. They don't last very long.
That's true. Trends do not last very long, she said.
Something classic.
And she recommends you do something classic. Okay, let's catch up. A lot of people in the U.S. use slang. What's the deal? Nowadays, it was spreading in Houston, Texas, now all over the world. Anybody heard that slang? I've heard what's the deal, but it's usually when I get it online, it's someone that's angry at me. We used to say, "What's the dealio?" But my reference is dealing with guys online is usually something's wrong. That's why I had a shot of adrenaline. Okay? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, oh, fuck, what now? You also said exclamation. I'm looking at your punctuation. When they use exclamation, they're pissed off. Chris James, there are lightweight material, long sleeve button downs. Like those, I'm planning to go to work in a gym in the near future. Also continue Toastmasters as well. Good. Gym will get you a lot of pussy. Hate to say that. Now, I don't mean you hunt at work because you get fired, but there'll be a lot of pussy coming at you. Don't take any. You can get fired. Nas, I don't like short sleeve button ups. I don't know why. Just the way they fit on my body. Probably because you ain't got any biceps to show, man. You probably got some squatty little arms, Nas. Little pencil arms, man.
You can wear long sleeves and just roll up the sleeves in the summer.
I'm just fucking with you. Little skinny neck coming out of there, right? Cool to be. There's an obsessive behavior. There's that obsessive behavior I just mentioned. Why are you still on that? I notice I'm not that awkward anymore around people. Even their dudes find me normal. Again, as you said in the past, you have let energy inside you. If you want to rise up in the game, yes. Cool. Teddy is going to Chris. Chris going to Teddy. You're still trying to explain the what's the deal thing. You already explained it once. I think Supreme was done with the topic a while ago. Thank you, Chris. I was. Teddy, just how I see it. I get you, Chris James. Explaining to Supreme on how the term originally came from. That's all. It came from my generation. And it's still around. May have changed a little bit, but the old shit's still there. And I explained to you what I'm used to online is why I reacted. A little adrenaline shot there. There are times when I did plugin issues. like someone would buy one of my products, well, the main thing that happens is they're using Yahoo or one of those other fucking mail services you can't get the mail through to. So they don't get their password information to log in. And that sucks ass because it's sitting there in their spam folder. And I got to write them, please check your spam folder. If you're one of the people that I've had to deal with, that was my attitude towards you because you didn't check your spam folder. But, oh well. Anyways, they're complaining. Dude, what's the deal? I thought you were honest. Actually challenged my honesty. Someone actually did that. I didn't get my product. And there the shit was sitting in his goddamn spam folder. But there was a time when they updated the plugin because it was trying to adapt to all the changes on the internet. They didn't tell me. I didn't get the notice. Or they sent it and it went to my spam folder or something. I don't know. But I didn't know to update the plugin. And they would try to log in and take it back to the sign-up page. That was, I think it was like 3 years ago or something like that. And I didn't know what was going on. So those customers mad at me and yelled and shit. I said, hold on. Let me solve your problem. I'll have it solved by the end of the day. And I got it solved, a couple hours later after looking at things and going to the plugin site to ask a question, what's going on here, to get some help. And that's when I discovered that there was a new update. But I always try to solve people's problems within 24 hours if you buy one of my products. All you got to do is email me at the email that's on the PayPal. Some guys don't think to look on the PayPal. Okay, what's the guy's email address? But when you send me an email, I'm on it. I check my emails pop on my cell phone. So I may not be at home, but I'm on it. Cool Teddy. Another thing, when I was growing up, I talked to people about certain thing and they hear me but act like they don't want to hear me. People have it bad in Monroe. Oh shit, here we go with that shit again. I talked to my ex-wife about Monroe, by the way. You know my ex-wife is from Ruston, right? Right down the road. And she has relatives live in Monroe. And she said, no. In fact, I think I did a show for you on your town. Her talking about women in Louisiana. It's not the women, it's you, Teddy. It's you. Because you got this fucked up shit inside your head, like I told you in my podcast show. And it's still there, it looks like. I was hoping that I helped you. I banged your head hard enough that you'd wake up and drop that nonsense. Nas Wilmer says in a nerd term, Michael Nolan, do you do no fap? Let me recorrect that and retranslate into a man's language. Michael Nolan, are you still jacking off? You guys see the soft difference or the hard difference? Michael Nolan, are you jacking off? But look how when you go no fap, how weak it sounds. It sounds girly. It sounds soft. It sounds like no fap. Not really what it is. Like take the power off, the disgustingness of the word. That's why the nerds like that word there, Nas. And I kind of resent you using it in my house, to be honest with you. Be a man. Come at me as a man. Type like a man. I refuse to accept nerd language here. Weak man's language. Michael Nolan, it's mad. Even the normal guys I see out there. And I know that, let me go back to that. I know that jacking off is an old term, but that's when we were men. Old school. So Michael Nolan, it's mad. Even the normal guys I see out there have no clue about eye contact. They just approach women out of the blue. What's up with that? Okay. Michael Nolan has sight in the land of the blind. And now he's wondering about why they're blind. Don't, Michael Nolan. That's the way it is. Nas, I started again 2 weeks ago. I noticed women giving eye contact on, and he got the weak bitch assness in them too. no fap. That's one of my pet peeves is nerd lingo. Achieving greatness supreme. Did any of your girls ever cut you off in your play days? If so, why? Because they found out I was cheating. My play days, they found out I was cheating. Yeah, I've been cut off. And the challenge to me, even to my last days of the game, was to get them back on the team. What's up with that, Supreme? Women giving eye contact on... I'm not going to answer the question because you're not coming at me like a man. Teddy, it's real, Supreme. These people are different breed compared to other. Okay, how come other men in Monroe are getting laid left and right? How come other men are getting married, having kids? How come other men are having weddings? How come, Teddy? Jovita, bring my phone.
Where is it?
It's on the on my bedroom laptop stand. Lottie Dottie. You look nice. You look nice today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How's your day going?
Wonderful.
Good. It's good to see you again.
You get new glasses?
Huh?
You get new glasses?
These are my readers, yeah.
Oh, they look nice on you.
Thank you. I see you got your hair done. Good. Are you going to go back to Louisiana anytime soon?
No.
I was hoping you'd go down there and go to Monroe and slap the shit out of somebody.
Why, Chris?
A fellow named Teddy thinks every woman in Monroe is against him. Yeah, roll your eyes.
Find these people from?
Huh?
Where do you find these people from?
They find me. I don't know why, but I just got seriously frustrated. Every woman in Monroe is against him. Oh, your hair does look nice.
Thank you.
Look kind of cute again, in your old ass age. Remember, remember you're old? Remember you're older than me.
You know, I was going to call you because last week we went to Arizona.
You did?
I drove. Yeah.
You drove? All right. Where'd you go?
Phoenix.
Oh, I drove to Phoenix. Yeah. It's hot as hell there, wasn't it?
Yeah, in the desert it said 122.
Fuck.
And then when I got there, I went to see Gene. And when I
Oh,
got
yeah.
there, it was 114. But we got there at like 8 o'clock at night.
That's why you look darker. I mean, you got burned up. Shit.
No, I don't.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Shit. Huh? Yeah. That's all you got to say is I'm stupid?
Yeah, you are. No need to say no more.
Uh-huh. Well, what are you wearing?
Just a t-shirt.
Got big titties?
Where? Jovita!
Oh, well. Gotta go. I just was frustrated. All right, bye. There you go, cool Teddy. She rolled her eyes at your statement. There's an Indian doctor on YouTube explaining my whacking off weakens you and how it repels women. Okay. Cool Teddy Supreme, you going to slap me? Real talk. No, I'm going to have, next time she goes to Ruston, I'm going to have her drive down, look you up, and slap you. Some people get married to get over somebody, and there you go with more negativity, man. Some people get married because they love each other, or In our race, because they done got her pregnant. Actually, they don't even do that anymore. So I guess they're getting married because they love each other. They want to spend time together. Some get married and know each other for years. Yeah. Some get married for a lot of reasons. Yes. So, what type of girls do you like, Teddy? Pablo Malinsky. Wait a minute. I thought he was fat. Now I got a different photo of him. He's the guy that was watching shemale porn. I thought about what you said and stopped watching that shemale porn. You calling me a faggot made me want to stop watching it. So for now on, I will not do what? Good. Welcome back to mankind. Recognize, as I try to tell you, those are men. They're cleverly disguised as women. But look what's in front. The same thing you have. Here's the problem. I actually trained one in my business. He was a client of mine that over Christmas vacation, he came back wearing women's clothes. He had a son and a daughter. And I didn't have the heart to tell him, I don't want to train you anymore. But he smelled like a man, and he smelled funny because he was started taking women's hormones. I didn't know the dude was like that. Eventually, I was able to get rid of him. Cool Teddy says, I'm not getting married anytime soon, Supreme. That was not the issue. The issue is your attitude towards everyone around you. You don't see that you got a negative attitude, and that's what's killing you. I know you're the same height that the brother over in the UK is. You still have those dreads on your head. You got to you don't look like the Predator, man. You know what the Predator look like? You don't look like that, man. But I guess you're in a lower class neighborhood and the dreads may work. You might want to think about cutting them off and come in as a different person, remake yourself. I know you're still losing weight. Good job on that. I know that you kind of stagnated at your weight loss, though, so you need to get back on that. But what's not changing is your attitude. The guy that wrote the book, The Magic of Believing, he was a plastic surgeon. And he learned that after he made these physical changes in people, they still had issues. Just like Cool Teddy is making this physical change himself, but he still got the same damn issues. I showed you guys some time ago the fellow that got the rhinoplasty, that's no surgery. He had the same issues after that. I like girls that like me and not insult me for being me. I don't know why you would be around women that want to insult you or what you're doing, the causes. Remember, there's two sides to every story. Okay? So what are you doing to cause them to insult you? I don't talk to women that don't like me. To me, they don't even exist. I refuse to talk to them. I don't go around. I wouldn't even go around them. I wouldn't go to the same, group that you're going to sniggle in on some conversation, some laughs, jokes, and giggles while you're on the fringes of it, being like an ass clown. I go to where I at least have some power. Create my own group. Create your own group of other 5'5" brothers. Instead of trying to be the ass clown of these taller people. Try to sniggle up on their conversation and get in and get to their parties and shit where they treat you like shit. Don't go where you get treated like shit. Because then it makes you smell like shit. You open your mouth, what comes out smells like shit. It's going to be all nothing but negative downer shit. Nolan Nas, when you stop whacking off, thank you for using a better word. Whacking off, thank you, Michael. Makes you want to go out and fuck women as sexual energy builds. Exactly. What I notice, your voice deepens as well over time. Good. Cool Teddy, I like a girl that doesn't talk shit and plot. There's that. You guys see the negativity? Can you guys see why Cool Teddy will never get laid? Or may never get laid. I'm going to say may never get laid. Can you guys see that? Do you see the negativity that's in his mind that's destroying his game? And he thinks he's the only 5'4" or 5'5" dude out there. Remember I told you guys when I was in high school, I was studying Taekwondo from a guy named Mr. Brown. And in that class, you guys know who Gerald Wilhite was? He was a guy, we were actually friends at one point, but he was played for the Denver Broncos. Go look him up, Gerald Wilhite. His older brother was a pimp. Also, there was this guy that was I think about 5'3". He was really tiny. He was a pimp. And he was a badass at martial arts. He wore platform shoes. He could kick you so fast, those goddamn heavy ass shoes, it wasn't even funny. It's like in his platform shoes, he was like 5'3". So I don't know what height he really was, but he was really down there. But he was a fucking pimp. If you go look at videos of pimps, you'll see tiny or small people in there who are pimping. You'll see fat people who are pimping, fat black guys, heavy black guys, chubby black guys, payroll. He's not lean and well built. He's carrying a belly roll. Payroll the pimp. Look him up on YouTube. It's all about your attitude inside, fellas. You've got to change your attitude inside. You must change that. As you can see from Teddy here, it's his attitude that has destroyed even his friendship with people around him. All because he has that negative attitude inside. Because in the black community, we have colorism, and dark-skinned brothers suffer in America, unless they're African, that moved over or African descent. It's American dark brothers that suffer the most. It's like they give a pass to African brothers, but there's other issues there in the black community. But anyway, colorism. People like Chris James, who's yellow-skinned, light-skinned, and if Chris James was to start dating the black community, he'd get all kind of pussy. But they put the yellow ones up on top, okay? Light-skinned ones. And our darker brothers suffer. And then when you're short, and you were like 600 pounds or 400 or 500 pounds one time, you can imagine what he's went through. Now that he's losing it, he can't shift with the changes in his body. He's still stuck on that negativity thing. And I'm not a psychologist. I cannot help him. I can only do so much stress here in trying to get him to wake up. Eventually, he's had to meet me halfway and start working on it himself. If I see he's not even trying to work on it. So my lecture just now is actually a waste of time, but it's for you guys who may be like him. That's why I'm doing this. GMK Premier, what's up? Speaking of brothers who are African, and GMK, he has a Chinese girlfriend. I think he still has her. He goes, I stay on the south side, that's why. I'm in South Sac. Brother, I'm in South Sac. You think your little Monroe's can be harsh? South Sac. Jovina, how many times a week do we hear gunshots in our neighborhood?
I don't know. It's not always every week, but I'd say out of a month, at least 3 times out of a month or so.
She says about 3 times out of the month, and she's hard of hearing. I hear it all the time. In fact, I made a video just, was it Friday going to Saturday? I slept outside. So I sleep outside. I sleep behind my truck. I put my little bed that I created for my truck, I put it on the ground, I throw my mattress on there, and I sleep outside. I hear it all the time. She's sleeping. So I'm in South fucking Sac. That's the N-wordville. White folks ran the fuck out of it, except the ones that were old and stuck in their homes. So it's black and Mexican and Asian over here, Vietnamese. So the women here, same sisters, except with a better accent that you'll find down in Monroe. They got the same fucked up attitude out here. And you got to be super fine to catch their attention and shit. Fuck that. My son Donnie. Now, forgive me for this. I had nicknames for my kids. And he's not light-skinned. I'll be back. So tired of this shit. The MAC makeup chick. My ex-wife and my kids. My four-eyed son, Christopher. My son, Christopher, he gets women. He's dark-skinned. But I want to show you MAC makeup girl. Mom and pops. My mom is actually a quarter Choctaw. I totally forgot. I didn't realize. I was thinking about that and realized, oh, she's a quarter Choctaw. She don't look like it. I'm the one on the far left. See that big head I had? Jug head? That's me. I had a jug head growing up. And I'm always near my dad. I'm never near my mom. Wow. My little brother that passed. One of his kids. His kids are biracial. I think that was Josh. My little son, Tracy. He had the same head. See that jug head? Let's see, where's that damn photo at? My son, Derek, and his first wife. My son, Donnie, he only dated black. He was also a track athlete. Here it is. Okay, that's one of his girlfriends. She's biracial. Her dad hated him. He was sheriff, the sheriff of Stockton or something like that. So for a dark-skinned brother, he did good. Even my nerd brother, he looks pretty cool in that photo. You guys just don't know him. That's his wife. Jovina, come here. Tell these guys about Garvin's personality.
Barely talks. He'll say a couple of words and
He doesn't talk.
he doesn't
He has the same
sentences.
shit you guys have. Asperger's for some of you guys. But he's still got a wife. And she's the woman that sued the singer James Brown and won because her son is his son. I told you guys about the girl that I boned, and I boned her roommate. That's her. And I have got her in a bikini or bathing suit. I got the other photo. Oh, one of the grandsons. Hey. Oh, Donnie is current wife, or actually now ex-wife. The older woman that I dated in a mink coat. Where's that fucking photo at? I told you the MAC makeup girl, she became homecoming queen after I met her when she was like 200 pounds, 132 pounds. Her face looked really Italian. Let's see, where's that fucking photo at? God damn it. This is where Jovina hid all my photos at.
I didn't
In this
hide them
little skinny ass box. Like I was looking this thing.
because the other box was full.
Yeah, whatever.
You have a whole bunch of boxes. I got to start putting photos in that green one back there because there's no room in those two.
You guys seen this photo of me? That's how I kept myself. Let's see, what do we got here? I was going to show something. My grandmother, my mom's mom, they look identical. And I can't find the photo I'm looking for. It's too much shit in here. Too many damn photos. So let me just get back to it. So if you guys who have the colorism shit, there's always mixed race women. They love dark-skinned brothers, as you saw by my photo I just showed. Huh. I had two aunts, one named Flo, one named Lo. Flo was fat, Lo was luscious, as I kind of nicknamed her. My son Donnie and his now ex-wife. She had an incredible physique. Fucking incredible. I'll put all the shit back in there. Sorry, fellas. I try to reach people, get them out of their stupidity. And when they can't see me or hear me, it's just like a waste of fucking time. Like waste of time digging through photos and shit. It's amazing the power of the mind, how people's minds can totally fuck up their game. I'm glad there was no internet, because I would have got fucked up if I'd been on the internet. If there was internet around when I was developing my game, I would have gotten fucked up. I would have read all this shit these PUAs had put out, and I would have been following that bullshit. Let me get back to the questions. So I was talking about the colorism, but I wanted to show examples. And I'm sure you guys see your own examples of light-skinned brothers. What's up, GMK? Michael Nolan, the negative attitude repels people from you in general as your vibe is low around you. Exactly. Teddy, your attitude, your vibe, okay, if normal people are here, you're like here. If hot chicks are way up here, okay? And I know you crush on them hot ghetto babes in the ghetto with the outfits and shit. You're way down here. She's way up there, okay? Chris James. Now when I try to ask a question, you guys are spamming the channel with garbage, LOL. Popovic, let's see what Popovic has to say. You corrected me and said equality doesn't exist. And by the way, I don't speak about equality in terms of leading, but in terms of respect. Why is respect such a big issue for you there, Popovic? Remember I told you there was a group of people that I said I believe they were started by a racist? They want us to separate ourselves from Africa. GMK, one of them is here right now. His title of his name is Blacks Are Not From Africa. He believes that either my son did his DNA and showed where in Africa his DNA came from. His wife gave it to him. She's from Africa. My son Christopher. Anyways, they believe that the slaves were not from Africa. Even though we've seen the records, we've seen the ships. I've shown photos of the ships. White folks are well into record keeping. They kept records. The guy who wrote the book Roots, he traced his records down and then found his roots. These people want to say that we're actually descended from a group of blacks that are already here. Now, I know that Africans did come to the continent, but we are not descended from them. There's no DNA evidence, except that down below the border, all the Mexicans and I think some of the other countries, they're showing African DNA within them. And that can be traced back to the Olmecs. No offense against white folks, but white folks don't believe they're the only race that come to the United States. And it was their Vikings. Even though, as I said the other day, there are two currents that leave Africa that will float you right, don't even have to steer, don't have to paddle, float you right into South America, right where the Olmecs were. But this dude that just came in, just trolled the channel, username blacks are not from Africa. He asked me the question, do you think black woman is God in your opinion? No. See, I don't do that black consciousness nonsense. We are gods. Black woman is God. I don't do that shit. I just do the brutal truth. We are the first human beings on the planet. Okay? For a long time, it was a black planet. Then as we left Africa, different sunlight, different whatever. Wow, Teddy, you're still heavy. It began to change the way we looked. Then I don't know if we fucked the Neanderthals or they raped us. One guy now believes they raped us, and I'm looking at his evidence. The new evidence is they were not primates. They were not part of us. They were not human. I don't know how we were interbred with them, but every European has their DNA within them. I know the Ice Age came. And we evolved into what's called the Proto-European, the European. But as the first humans, we do have the original DNA archetype for man. That's all I believe. We don't have any non-human DNA within us. Actually, if we're American, we do, but our brothers from Africa don't. They're pure human, or the pure original archetype for human. But this fella, these people are trying to spread this idea that we're not from Africa to separate us from our original homeland. Now, who benefits from that? Think about that. If you follow who benefits from that stupid idea, it makes us look like idiots, like we're trying to steal others' cultures. The Native Americans, our DNA shows they're actually descended from Asians. So these people are saying, no, you're not here from here. What about those people? They've been here for 12,000 years. So if you guys do your research, you'll find that that there has been evidence of trade going on between Africa and the Americas. Certain type of corn was found over there, and certain things were found over here. So there's evidence of trade. It hasn't been popularized by the white community because they're keeping a lid on this stuff. It's like they won't even accept the idea that the Olmecs were African, even though on the back there are African braids carved in stone. African braids on the back of the head, which they don't show you, but black people got down there and photographed the back of the heads, and they showed the black back of the heads. And then the African war helmets on their heads. That's what got me into, sorry about that, that's my phone. It's connected to my little speaker box. That's what got me into this research, was a white man named Gray Fox. We were arguing about the fact over that they were blacks here. And he was from the Dominant Society, and that's the way he was programmed. And I said, no, they can't be. There's more to it. So I did my research. And I found black scholars whom they try to shut up and debunk and say, this guy, nah. Some blacks believe I don't believe that. Before I ban you, let me see what else you got to say. The black woman is the ruler of everything to me, question mark. Give your opinion on black Israelites. I don't have to give my opinion just because you stepped into my house. What about him? I've seen a few of the videos. Give your opinion on the one tribe that's carrying the DNA of Jews, the so-called what is it, scholar gene. What's your opinion on that? Or do you even know about them? The Limba tribe. I'm going, Cool Teddy says, I'm going to sell dope and get out of my city. Cool Teddy's kind of immature for 36. I'm going to sell dope. I don't know what to do with you, Cool Teddy. You're very immature. That's something at 36, you're going to do something that someone at 18 in the early 20s would do. And of course, you think you're smarter than everyone else out there, and you won't get caught. Do you know that never mind. Well, the whole federal prison system is based on people like you. I don't know. All the pimps are obsessed with pussy. Actually, not obsessed with pussy. They're obsessed with money. Okay, that's their obsession. And they're not awkward around people or women. They feel like they're the shit. They're not obsessed with pussy. They're obsessed with money. And it's a weird, I've seen it. It's a weird obsession. See, Cool Teddy's trying to get some kind of black props by, I'm going to be a dope dealer. He's stuck in that 1980s, 90s mentality of the dope dealer. Yep, there he goes. Might be the next Black Pablo Escobar. Okay. See how he's dreaming in the dream world? He's 5'4". Not a killer. Achieving greatness, getting where you fit in. Bad advice to give to Teddy, achieving greatness. Be great. Give good advice. Not to someone who lives in a dream world. South Sac, the home of T. Nutty, Brother Lynch, Hung. Can't forget Sibo, the bad head nut. I don't know who any of those people are. And I live here. I don't associate with ghetto. Blacks aren't from Africa. If you want to become more spiritual, just email me, man. I would never, ever, ever communicate with you. Because in my opinion, you're a fucking idiot. You're also like a COINTELPRO agent, in my opinion. Lead my race into some stupid shit. So that everything that we've proven to be true can get debunked. Look how they thought they weren't from Africa. See how they were wrong? That's what white people do to us. All because of idiots like you. All those good, real scholars out there who've done their goddamn work, and you come along with the bullshit to fuck them up. These races are trying to debunk everything a black scholar has ever put out. Jovina, water. Water. My bad, I'm losing my voice. If there's one group of people I can say that I really don't like, it's this guy's group. That's how I become more spiritual. Get the fuck out of my face. Excuse my anger, fellas. I'm angry. These people are running around. I know blacks were here. The mountain dwellers. But the Native Americans weren't us. The slaves are from Africa. We're from Africa. And then they try to debunk DNA. Now I'm on this whole fucking tangent. They actually try to debunk DNA research. And I think they're trying to say that the geneticists lied about the Native Americans' DNA. But yet still, basically debunking science, yet still this jackass is on a computer created by science. Let's see. Looking through your photos, nice pics. I don't care what you say. Everybody's obsessed with the skin of color. Yeah, white folks are taking our melanin to become fucking look like freaks. White folks are taking melanin that comes from our race. And the photo I'm going to show you, if I still fucking have it on my desktop. Yeah. She looks like a fucking freak. Like a chocolate piece of shit. Don't do this to yourselves, fellas. Don't do this. You guys seen her. The fake lips. Only thing she looks like she haven't done is get a black ass in the back. You know, a fake ass. And a lot of black women have really large chests, but not, and there are some freaks like this, but this is fucking freak. Look at her skin. Look at her fucking skin. Now, if she comes to America, the cops stop her ass and harass her, what she deserves. She's hideous. Is she wearing brown contacts? Because I believe she's German. She has blue eyes, doesn't she? Well, look, the brown eyes. I think they're contacts. Even dyes her hair brown. And that's a mind that's fucked up. It seems like it's always Europeans that like huge tits like that. Look at old ass fingers. Damn, that shit really works though. Fuck. Wow. I wonder if her palms are darker. She has no ass. Look at the fake lips. Don't get me started on this bitch. Nolan, skin thing keeps your game down. I know. He's talking about, and everybody's obsessed with skin texture and all that. I'm not obsessed with skin texture. Let me just go on. What's up, Supreme? I heard you talking about the Convoy ZenMac Move Maker. Oh, this Move Maker. Heard you were. Yeah, I was. I already dealt with that earlier in the show. Popovic. How one private and intimate question important to me. So can I ask you via private message on okay, the idea of doing it private, Popovic, nobody knows you. So just ask the goddamn question. Okay? Type your question in here because I'm going to read the goddamn thing. I'm not going to invest my marketing time into doing private questions to type with my swollen fingers. I don't type very well anymore. So I'm not going to invest my time with nothing in return. Okay? That's why I don't want people trying to follow me on that one site Meetup or that business site. I had people, add me on there. I guess they want to use that to ask me questions. I never go on there. That's why I don't give out my private Facebook. I haven't been on my business Facebook in a while. If you want help, go to my store. Not right now, in September, I'll get one of my coaching packages. Or ask me questions here. Because at least I get something in return. You guys got to learn about energy. When you when I'm investing energy, it's good to return some energy. Nick Lasso Spring. I rarely get choosing, and when I do, from average-looking chicks. That means, Nick, what should I do? That means, Nick, that is very important. That's very, very important. If you get choosing from average chicks, you are average chick material. That means you are average yourself. What does that tell you? Did you go in the corner and cry and curse your mommy's genetics or something? Or does that tell you that if I want to get better looking chicks, I've got to become better? That's what it should tell you if you act like a man. Okay, Nick Lasso. Fuck the average chicks, by the way. There's no reason why a man should not have his dick in some pussy. That's just fucking gay. That's some faggotry there. Get your average dick in some average pussy while you work on yourself. So if average chicks are giving you eye contact, they're the ones that are feeling you. Step to them and fuck them. You don't date girls for your boyfriends out there. Your dude friends to judge you. Okay, that's superficial. That's cheap. That's one of the things another one of my pet peeves about this fucked up community. I'm sorry, I'm angry. Sometimes this community gets to me. Teddy, you're on my last nerve. Working with you is hard as fuck, man. It frustrates me. But if I show enough anger, maybe I can shake him out of it. Nick, while you're working on yourself, have some pussy. That way, as you improve your ability to talk to women, as you improve your attitude with women, you improve your ability to relax around women, you'll be able to handle the hotter chicks. You'll work your way up. David Estelio. I posted a post on the ZenMac forum, so some of the players can chime in. I appreciate it. It's about a POF convo. Rideshare. Private question. Sounds like you're trying to finagle a free consultation at a Supreme. LOL. He's not aware. He's new here. That I'm in business. He's not even thinking that I'm in business. This is my business. If it would be Popovic, if you went to work and your boss said, I'm not going to pay you for the day, how would you feel? All you guys, if you went to work and your boss said, I'm not going to pay you today, is that okay? How would you feel? Now you understand. Dominic says, damn, she's darker than me, and I'm black. You're not very dark-skinned there, Dominic. I don't know who told you that, but I'm looking at your image here, and you're like me, in between. If you're on the forum, can you guys tell me what David Estelio was talking about? Because if I go on the forum, if I do it right now, it'll show his IP address because it shows everything that's on the page. I got to block it out. So does anyone know what David Estelio is talking about? Someone's asked me, Supreme, have dated a girl with bad skin texture? I don't know. I don't remember. When you're in bed, you get kind of a little sweaty. So I did girls use a lot of lotion, and I don't like that because the skin, it feels slick, and it makes them sweat even more. Chris James, more drug dealing and anal sex BS. Fuck. Freckles are the worst. I've been with girls who had freckles. Not skin texture. Skin texture. I mean, scars, freckles. Yeah, there's been girls with freckles. I dated white chicks, so they're going to get some freckles. The topic on Zen that got posted is called, Did I Do Anything Wrong in This PF Convo? You're right, Supreme. I have to let go of some of my male friends because they continue to get on me for going for girls that give me play in the nightclubs, which are thick girls. I love thick girls myself. But the white population that's controls the PUA community, they don't date thick girls. I don't know if it's because of their dick size issues or what, but they don't like thick girls. Actually, it's a racial thing. I like that hourglass physique. Let me go see what Stelio was talking about real quick. You guys talk for a minute. It must be a new one too. Yep. Brand new. Okay, let's just... And hopefully you don't have her fucking number on there, right? David? Fuck, you're wearing glasses for. Okay, whatever. I need to find a way. They can't see you. Nobody can see who you really are. All right. That was my knuckles cracking. Welcome to the game that is supreme. So I've been applying Supreme's POF techniques of delving into a subject when talking to a woman online. She hasn't responded after my last message. I don't think I said anything wrong. She could be busy or lost interest, not sure, but maybe some of the players here can give me some pointers or advice. Let me go back. One question. That's the wrong one. Did she send you an email beforehand? You said it's on POF. Did she send you an email beforehand? Nobody type. I need to wait for the answer before I waste my time. And also, what do you mean by no, I don't? I think I asked you a question about whether her phone or something. My new question is, yes, she messaged me first. Okay. Let's take a look. I'm a smarty pants. Good evening. How are you? Oh, this must be someone during the conversation. Who opens with that? I'm a smarty pants. That doesn't sound natural. Anyways, teachers are usually smarty pants. LOL. I have a lot of respect for them. My evening is going pretty good. How's yours? I see you're mixed race. I wonder what you're mixed with. Yeah, that's okay. A lot of mixed race people, and Chris can maybe correct me on this, but when that's your first thing out of your mouth, that's just a little bit awkward. I've noticed that with women. And I've listened to women who are mixed race on YouTube talk about, I'm human. You know, some get angry. What are you mixed with? Even Joe Venus had a question, believe it or not. Thank you. I'm a preschooler. My evening is ending soon. I'll be going to sleep. I'm Irish, Italian, Polish, and half Puerto Rican. She looks more Hispanic to me. Irish, Italian, Polish. So one of her parents was half Puerto Rican. The other was just regular, the all-American mutt. Oh, preschool. Wow, that must be very fulfilling to shape minds of. He's doing that high language stuff. I would say that's very fulfilling. I see that Remo had her doing that also for a long time, using those type of words. Also, the guy that I was working with this week in coaching, told you guys he was coming from that business standpoint. This higher language shit. He expect the girl to want to speak the higher language. I wouldn't use very fulfilling to shape and even talk about shape the minds of kids of our future. I know he wants to come across as being intelligent and all that kind of shit, but that's just not the direction I would go in. She said my interest is, she's Irish, Italian, Polish, and half Puerto Rican. I've got some jokes to make about that, but I want to know some more about that. How in the hell did your parents meet? And is it true? I've seen the Irish and Italian mixture on some of my clients. It's interesting. The women, they always have this coarse brown hair. And Michael Nolan, who's Irish, asked about skin tone. I think the Irish people have coarser skin because they also have coarser skin. But Polish in there. Now, I watch a guy, he's half Cuban and half Polish. And he's one of the RV people that he's down on the van traveling around. But it's funny, you know, you can see the Latin in him because his hair is curly in the front of his head. Anyways, I would ask her more about her ethnicity and what was it like. That's what would interest me. But let's go on with the preschool thing because we're two different people. We have different interests. I could definitely see the Italian in you and also the Puerto Rican. My evening, and he did make a question about it or a statement about it. My evening is ending soon as well. Why don't we continue this chat tomorrow? Okay. I guess I was a chat junkie. I like to keep going. So I'm done. I'm ready to, you know, got enough information and shit. I've made a connection with her. She goes, good idea. I'm going to bed now anyways. Sweet dreams. Sleep tight. Okay, so I wonder if he's at work. If he's at work doing this. Wow. If you're at home, that's just some feminine shit to me there, brother. Sorry to tell you that. That's just feminine. Oh, I got to go to sleep so I can get up to go to work. I fucked this. I told you guys I would fuck till like 5 in the morning, sleep 2 hours, get up, go to work, be to work at 8 o'clock. When it comes to females, I was on a fucking mission. And you guys need to get on the same goddamn mission. Good idea. I'm going to bed nowadays. Anyways, sweet dreams. Thanks. Good night. Forgot about me. 13th and 14th. That's a sign of interest. I think he didn't email her in the morning or message her. So that's cute. Hey, how's it going? I didn't forget. I didn't forgot. You mean forget? Women notice that shit. I was at work and had to do some errands right after. Cool. This must be, yes, 6:32 p.m. This is later on in the day. When I start on a bitch, I like to stay up in her ass. Nerds are afraid of being needy. I'm not a needy fucker. I'm a guy that wants to get some ass. I'm trying to seal his deal. I don't come across as needy. And I'll send a cute little message to her. Like I call Jovina my Portuguese thigh piece. Let's see. I was at work, had to do some errands right after. How are you feeling today? I'm feeling exhausted. Just sat down to dinner now. How was your day at work? He does good here. Exhausted? Sounds like the preschoolers gave you a workout today. What do you have for dinner? He's doing good asking questions. I just said beans. If he had stopped there, that would have been good. Don't give too much to talk about and think about. Stick with one subject. I just had rice and beans with tuna. Can somebody say, ooh? My work, Giovina. You ever heard of rice and beans with some tuna? That's a powerhouse packed protein, by the way. Huh?
Not with tuna.
Rice and beans is a good combination of protein. With the tuna added to it, just makes a powerhouse of protein. My work day was good. Happy I can enjoy the weekend.
Start making lunch?
Yeah. During the school year, I'm a preschool teacher. During the summer, I'm a bus and camp counselor. I want to know about that. That's exciting. Does anybody else get the same feeling I get to want to know more about this? That sounds like fun. Not just to mention the preschool thing, but this sounds like fun. And I'm going to hope that he asks her all he can about that subject. Because he said he was doing just one subject at a time. She's going to do several subjects that I want to know more about as a curious, normal human being. We're outside all day, and I don't get home till 7 p.m. every night. I'm eating, what is that, penne? With vodka sauce and chicken and garlic sauce. He's doing that Remo thing. And Remo's always like, why do you bring my name up? Because Remo, there's an example of how you would ask and talk, used to talk. Now he's mind fucking. And now Remo's getting laid like a rock star. Oh, sounds like an interesting job. Besides being outside all day, are there any other challenges you experience? You sound boring, brother. I'm going to yawn my way through this. Are there any other challenges you experience working there? You sound distant. You sound like you're not even trying to get up close with her. I'm a bus and camp counselor. What do you do? Really? You ever have any problem kids? I would ask something, high-browed. Oh, really? Do you ever have any problem children that you have to counsel? Hey, you got any problem kids you're working with? Kids with issues? I'd bring my language down so she can bring hers down. Feel comfortable. Make her comfortable. I'm not going to communicate from a highbrow position. I want us down in the jungle. I want to bring a non-black person to the goddamn jungle so I can free her unfettered ass. So she can be who she really is. Not put on airs. I mean, some penny with vodka sauce and chicken and garlic bread. What? And that sounds like a delicious meal. If I'm not mistaken, it's an Italian dish. I have a soft spot for Italian food. Oh, God. It might be the way you communicate. Remember, she's half Puerto Rican. She has that Latin flavor, which you haven't even addressed. And I think you're Black Latin too, or you're Black Latin. There are challenges on a daily basis, LOL. I'm a bus counselor. What's a bus counselor? You counsel on which bus to go into? I would ask her that. You counsel which bus to take? If they don't know by then, they're hopeless. That'd be my joke. So I'll have from 36 to 53 girls on the bus with me that I'm in charge of, and during the camp hours, I have to lead my group in all the activities that we have for the day. Yes, it's an Italian dish. It was so delicious. Wow, that's a lot of girls. What is one of your favorite activities you like doing with them? He's doing good on asking questions about the situation. That's good. I love a woman that can cook. There you go. Now you're talking. It's refreshing. Why do you guys always type that? It's refreshing. It's refreshing. Why do you guys always type that shit? It's refreshing to see that you enjoy doing it. Did she cook that meal? I don't know. But I like a girl that's down home that can cook a good meal. They get in the kitchen and can burn up real well. And I'd say just exactly like that to her. That's it? That was it? Bro? What's the word, bruh? No, that's white folks. Prosef! Prosef! He's a brother. Or a Black Latin. I think he has African in him by his photo. Anyways, that's it. That was July 14th. July 14th. This is the 16th. No contact. Your conversations are, you're in a transition period. Your conversations are going nowhere. They lack excitement. There's no joking. You're trying to play it safe, too safe. You're trying to not show your true character. You're trying not to be a Latino or whatever. You're trying not to, and she's half of your culture, because Latino is a culture. So she's half of your culture. There's no banter. There's nothing here. Just some words. No flavor. What's the word for flavor? You guys have a word for that?
Yes, sabor.
Huh?
Sabor.
There's no sabor. Is that right? Sabor?
Sabor.
Same in Spanish?
I don't know.
Somebody in Spanish, is that correct? Or for you guys too? There's no flavor. You're just asking questions. There's no attempt at humor to get her laughing. There's no, let me see. Let me go back. Forgot about me. Are you kidding? Look at you. Who could forget about you? Come on, girl. That would have been my response. I feel exhausted. Just sat down for dinner. Really? What's for dinner? Okay, I'll be right over. That would have been my response. You see how I'd like to add humor and joke around? I'm not exhausted. Sounds like the preschoolers gave you a workout. That's okay, but what are you having for dinner? This is why you need a fucking female to cook for you too, man. That just sounds sad. Rice, beans with tuna, man. What am I having for lunch? Same thing I had yesterday for lunch.
Chicken and salad.
Chicken and salad. I'm about to go crazy on this shit, man. Let's see, what I said differently here. During the school year, I'm a preschool teacher. During the summer, I'm a bus and camp counselor. We're outside all day. I say if she's outside, you working on that tan. Don't forget to tan the backside. So I'm flirting. Because remember, she's half Latino. And also Italian is like one of the originators of Latin culture and race. They use the same word you guys do, casa. That means house. Your language comes out of the same language both languages came from, vulgar Latin. Similar culture. Don't just think because she's part Polish that there's no flavor there. And Irish, every culture has their own flavor. Flavor. So she's got a lot of flavor in her. Don't be afraid to jump into it and excite it. Also, she could be actually on a field trip for 2 days. You never know. But you want to add more excitement to what you're talking about with her. Try to find a little place where you put in a joke. Let her know that you're not one of these highbrow people. Because that's not what women are looking for. They get that kind of shit at their corporate jobs. Those fools that work corporate shit. Okay? Let's see what we got here. She responded to that, which was on Friday. It's the weekend. Maybe she's doing some. That's what I just said. Yeah, I agree. I was kind of playing it safe, not wanting to mess up. See, your fear blocks your personality. Don't be afraid to let yourself out. Either she likes it or she doesn't. I try to show my personality up front, that I'm quirky as fuck. I got some issues. Yeah, I agree. Okay, Stilo, Chris James, yes, she could be busy this weekend, but I saw she was online when I checked POF today. Okay. Now, she said to you, you forgot about me? Say the same thing back to her. See what she says. If she speaks She might know a couple of words in Spanish. Say it in Spanish. Yes, David. Show more of your personality online. I see you wearing your glasses, but you got more personality than that. Bring your language down to her level, or let her bring it down to a level that she can feel comfortable and start joking with you. You've just got a short conversation there. So, Supreme, is there an explanation on the energetic level why I get a lot of choosing when I'm out with my family or another chick or otherwise distracted? Yeah. When you're with another female, females choose up. It's like they want to steal your look from the other girl you're with. And I get this all the time. Or if they're with another male, usually it's a white chick with a black dude, I'll get looks from her. Even to this day, I still get the looks. But a lot of times it's about their ego. They want to see if they can get you to look at them. That makes them feel good in some of those situations. When you're out with your family, when we go out, we don't realize how we look when we're by ourselves and how we come across when we're more relaxed with your family. So she's able to feel you better, get a feeling of you better, much easier when you're around your family as well. You are probably more relaxed. You probably give off a different vibe. I get the feeling that you have more of a stern look when you're out by yourself, by your conversation that we've shared, things you talk about in your life. Also, people who are martial artists, and I had that shit for a while too. We tend to engulf that whole thing into us. And he says, cool, good, I'm glad you got it. Dominic says, yeah, I noticed that too, Chris James. Cool Teddy comes back and Nora says, I don't crush on ghetto chicks. Okay, cool. I'll just put it out there. Is lunch done? On Teddy's note, I'm ready to bugger out of here. Supreme, I'm a fucking loser living in my mother's. Nobody is truly a loser. There, Nick Lasso, don't ever call yourself a loser. Okay? Because you can always work your way out of there. Right now, make the most of it. Get your ass in some pussy. My son Tracy, he lived with his mommy, and he had girls coming by to pick him up. And they were buying him new outfits. Let's see. Of course, I'm looking. I'm not trying to put my son down, but he was no El DeBarge looking kid. He just knew what he wanted. He wanted girls that could buy him shit, you know? And more props to him for not settling for less. I believe I showed this photo earlier. Go back and play back. You'll see my son's photo. But he only dated girls that could put on his table. He pre-qualified them, and that's what you're gonna have to do. To pre-qualify your women, they got their own place. Otherwise, you don't waste your time. I just realized both my kids at a certain age they look just alike. They both look just like me. Jovina, I found one of my ribbons for our Toastmasters. There's no room in that plaque to put another ribbon in there.
No, that's why there's.
It's just an best evaluator, though.
I need more ribbons around here somewhere. They just put them
Yeah. So anyways, I wanted to ask Chris James something. Now, when I was in seventh, eighth, and ninth grade, my best friend, he was biracial. And they always, back then, biracials had the big ass afros. The mother is the white woman with the afro wig on. Let's see, where's next to his mother on the right is Brad. That's their sister wearing an afro wig. And let's see, where's my friend at? Oh no, that's my friend in back. His brother Brad is one in the front with the huge afro. So my friend is in back to the screen right of his mommy. The other one is his sister. So all the brothers who were the youngest one in the front, he became gay. That's what I had to compete against to get girls. Are the biracial brothers with the huge afros, and I told you about the golden brown hair and skin. They did an Afro day, I guess, where the women put on the Afro wigs. I wonder what happened to his sister. She was a couple of grades ahead of me, or 1 grade ahead of me. Did you have an Afro too there, Chris James? Chris James, David don't believe that just because she is talking safe that you have to. You are the man, you lead. Thank you. Lead convo, yes. Teddy, people who ignore me are haters. Chris James, flirt with her. You're not trying to be her pen pal. Exactamundo. I've got some good players on the forum, fellas. They give good advice. Time for lunch, fellas, so I'm out of here. I've enjoyed this day. Wow, 23 people watching now. Go to look at my products list below. Get something that'll help you with your problems. There's some people that, Chris says I had big hair, went from loose curls to more coarse. So your hair got tighter. Yeah, there are some people like Teddy who I can't help. Teddy, I can't help you. Because you're going to need professional help. You actually need to get a counselor. I know you're on the dole, so there are organizations that can help you that you only pay a few dollars for. No shame that I was going to get one like that. My ex-wife was recommending me one because I was talking about, this kid with my little brother's death issue was hard. And I was thinking about seeking some counseling for that, or therapist, as Michael Nolan says. I realize there's no shame in it when you don't know how to solve a problem, and they're there to help you solve problems. Teddy is obsessed. Like I said, that needs therapy of some kind. I agree. That's beyond my ability to help. I attract a lot of broken males. Some I can fix, and some I just can't. I'm only a guy that got good at the game, that woke up early in life to what was really going on in life, so that I turned my eye to the dating game, and that's what I saw. I see the truth in things. I'm not there is no educational course to teach how to get women. So you can only judge each teacher by what they've done in their past. And as I've shown you that, I've been out there in the world, as I've shown you by my photos, by the way I lived my life. You know, I've been out there in the world dating chicks. And I've actually done it. I don't know these other people's past. Like, I wonder what that what's his name, Corey? Anybody know anything about his past? I know he was a construction manager, and then he wrote a book on dating. I don't know what his qualifications are, but either way, there's no course on how to do this. There's no course on, okay, this person has a certain mental problem. Here's how you solve it. I don't know. People ask me, you know, how do I solve this? I don't know what I solved in my own self. Like my shyness issue, my stuttering issue. I actually had a obsessive fear of what a pussy looked like also. And my ex-wife helped me get over it. You know, I just looked at her, and it was fascinating and a little frightening to me. There's nothing there but a fucking pair of lips. Didn't stop me from doing it, but it was fascinating to me. Like, you know, webbed hands and feet fascinate me, and they scare me too. It's something that's like snakes and spiders. That's what a pussy was like to me. But I got over that shit. Boys, I never get over it. So I'm just a guy that got good in the game, figured shit out, and then I started giving advice, first actually on the Pimps Network. I rose up to that level. I showed you the girl that I did that shit with. I show you guys, you know, real proof that I actually went out and did all this stuff. That's why I'm insisting on people showing their proof of game. Like Chris James, we've been having a battle of I put up a girl from my past, you know, her butt or something like that, and he showed me his. I like that. Brother steps up and shows his game in our avatars. You probably didn't see it was bad. I saw, oh, he showed me motherfucker outdo me, huh? So I put up another one. In case you didn't know that, Chris, I was competing with you there. So feel free to throw another one up. That's because I can match you for what you throw up. I've got a long list of shit here. Anyways, I don't know psychology. I'm not a psychologist, is what I'm trying to say, fellas. So if you got some psychological fuck-ups, I'm not your man. I'm for the guy that's, you know, it's like average. He may be afraid to talk to girls or not. I saw that issue myself. But the best person is the guy that's maybe had a girlfriend and they broke up and you want to get back into the game. He's already been there. So he's an easy fix for me. He might be a little shy about approaching girls. That's easy fix for me. But people that got mental issues, every girl in their town hates him and talks about him behind his back. Teddy, I can't help you. I can't fix you. You're going to need some professional help there, brother. Like I can't fix Michael Nolan's issue. He went and I told him, you know, from what I can see, you're better than average. The average looking Irish guy. He went on How to Not Make. He didn't leave there long enough for one thing, but some girl, they gave him like a 3. I have no idea what photo he used. I have no idea what he's dressed like. I think that's the same one that he always used, and that's why I said, you're better than the average looking Irish guy. Because I've seen Irish guys. I've watched their movies. I watched one movie coming out of Ireland about the gypsies there. It was a gypsy girl. She was brown. Some guy was dating her. I watch movies coming all over the world because I like other cultures. I'm watching that TV show I recommend you guys watch called Clever Man. I can't see. Okay, here we go. I don't have my glasses on. I can't see what that shit says now. That's how bad my eyes are getting. I'm watching Winona Earp. I'm watching Zoo. This is a YouTube educational video. Preacher. Now, let me say something about Preacher, if you guys watch that. In the last episode, remember we had the black dude sing Yellow Rose of Texas? Interesting how he likes to fuck with black people. In case you don't know, the Yellow Rose of Texas song, that's one of their famous songs. It was about a mulatto. Biracial. that's why she's called the Yellow Rose, Texas. And if you listen to the song, you know what she did. I just downloaded Blood Drive. I tried to watch it, and I'm just not going to be able to watch it. But clever man. I got to turn the sound off because now he's supposed to be Australian. He's supposed to be Australian. These are the Neanderthals they found. I realize they're actually portraying Neanderthals. She's mixed. There's the one brother I wanted to show you guys. But I'm learning. Do I love to learn about? There he is. Thank you. That was a real. That one was real, not a fake. That's a real. They call themselves the black fellows. They descended from Africans. A lot of times they don't have that really big brow ridge, but he might be actually one of their mixed race ones. They're really, really dark. When they're not really, really dark like this, that shows that he has European in him. And look at how his hair is laying down. But they put these guys in the movies. He still has African features, or his Australian features. I learned loving about cultures. I love learning about his history, their dream time stuff. That's their metaphysics. So try to expand yourselves, fellas. Try to expand your life. The Gaelic king. I love learning about European history. I don't hate white folks. So anyways, to finish off, I'm ready to have my lunch, as Jillian's fixing my lunch. You guys finish off your weekend and have a good day. I'm out of here.